introduction. Can I ask the members to please come forward and take the seat in the front? Mohan, Anmol. Keeping today's theme in mind, soaring high, I've written a small poem. This poem has nothing to do with birds, but let me just take you through it. Some are worried about the crown, some are short of time. Some are working late hours, not worth a dime. Some listen to the heart and regret it all their lives, blaming it on the women who are now their wives. The politicians cry for votes, and the public for price hike, and the freshers for the abundance of jobs they dislike. Managers sugarcoat words until it's time to promote, reasoning out the time you did not devote. Amid so much tension, how does one survive? Well, one comes to Toastmasters to soar those sunken spirits high. With that thought in mind, I hope Toastmasters soars your spirits high this meeting and for the meetings to come, and helps you ascend to the goals you all are here for. Now my job as the MC tonight is to familiarize you with the essence of Toastmasters and how it all began. There was a man who saw the need for the less fortunate to gain something extra in life, the less fortunate who could not speak well. So he planted a seed which grew into a tree and whose branch is our very own club, one of the branches is our very own club. The man was Ralph C. Smedley, who started this club. The seed was the Toastmasters Club at the Santa Ana, California. It was sown in 1924, but it came into effect only on 19th December 1932. That means 3 days from now, Toastmasters is going to be 79 years old. And that tree has grown into the Toastmasters Federation, which is helping millions communicate very well and become effective leaders. One thing that I found during my research as MC that did not please me about Toastmasters was that it started as a male-dominated club. It was open only to the male members of the society, with women being ushered in only in August 1973. Now talking about where we all are present today, that is Bangalore Toastmasters Club. This is one of the 50 clubs in Bangalore and the second oldest in India. It was chartered in April 1997 by Claudius Pereira, Robinson D'Souza, Sirajul Rahman and Peter Anand Rego. And even though the Wikipedia defines the normal strength of a Toastmasters club as 20 members, varying from 0 to 40, but the average being 20, our club's membership on the website says 80 plus. I would just say, what an ascent. So what is a Toastmasters meeting like? It is broadly categorized into 3 parts: the prepared speech session, the table topic session, and the evaluation session. In the prepared speech session, the speakers prepare a speech from the Toastmasters manual under the tutelage of a mentor that is assigned to them. Every speech has a certain set of guidelines, but the speaker is given the liberty to choose the topic. From the prepared speech session, the meeting proceeds to the table topic session, where the people, members and non-members, are both called on the stage to speak on topics they are not aware of. A Toastmaster called the Table Topics Master takes them through this session, and he has the liberty to pick anyone from the crowd. So please beware of him. Then comes the evaluation session, where the speakers of the first session are evaluated by worthy Toastmasters. This is to give them a feedback on how their performance was. But this is just not about that. Evaluation helps you improve your ability to give constructive feedback. It helps you to understand your fellow Toastmasters better, how to encourage them, how to motivate them. But that is for the speakers. To judge the entire proceedings of the meeting, we have a Toastmaster called the General Evaluator, who takes care how the meeting is proceeding and he gives his feedback at the end of the session. To assist him, he has 3 assignees, a timer, an accounter and a grammarian, whose roles would be explained by him. So the General Evaluator for today is someone who I think is the most calm but yet creative and effective. He's been working for an NGO for 4 years now. He shifted from the corporate world to the NGO because he wanted change, because he wanted to learn. This NGO works for the students and he sees this as an opportunity to learn from students' challenges. He's here in Toastmaster to become a better communicator. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Godfrey.